Some may consider this to be the worst example of a Plymouth Barracuda in existence. I'm some people. Now this Cuda right here was left in a ravine in Arizona, and every time it would rain, it would flood. It would wash this car further and further down the ravine to where it looks exactly like you see it right now. There's even bullet holes in the passenger side where people were using it for target practice. Now it could have died there, but a couple guys drug it out and decided to make a race car out of it. So that's exactly what they did. They put the big fat tires on the back, nice set of gears, the NASCAR exhaust, a big block and a 4-speed, and just enough wiring to make it go. And it does go. Well, it did. That was until they sold it and it went to a private collector in Tennessee, and it never got driven again after that. Now this car right here needed a lot of work, and it was really down in its luck whenever I bought it. It sat for about 8 years and you could tell it. So we're gonna rewind a couple weeks and see exactly where this car was sitting and what it needed to go through to make it to Holly Mo Party, where we're gonna take it drag racing, go do some burnouts, have some fun with it, and see if it'll actually make it and survive. So stick around to the end of the video and see just how good this car runs, if at all, and see if we can make it. Be honest with yourself. As a car guy or car girl, you've probably bought something before or looked at something and thought, why did I do that? Why in the world would I buy such a thing, or even remotely consider the idea of buying this as a project? You get it home and you look it over and you think, I don't know if I can get my money back out of this one. This video is a testament to that feeling. Whenever you get a project car home and think, wow, I've really done something this time, haven't I? I don't know how this one's gonna go because this car is probably one of the roughest cars I've ever purchased, and that's coming from me. So you can't go wrong, can you? I don't know. Oddly enough, I had seen this car on Instagram way back in 2014 when it was originally taken to the drag strip, and it stayed in the back of my mind for all this time. Here's that screenshot that I took. When Solomon and Ford Era showed it to me, I immediately remembered it. Believe it or not, after being washed around in the desert for decades, it was still repping an original gas tank. I don't see anything yet. I went to look at this car being told it could run and drive, but I watched the owner start fixing fuel lines and fuel filters and then noticed a puddle leaking around the sending unit. When I pulled the gas cap, I smelled the unmistakable stench of ruined gas. No choke. Once it ran, after struggling for quite a while, I knew it was not in the slightest bit happy. But for some reason I loaded it up anyway and took it home. So we brought the car home, got it unloaded, and dropped it off here in the shop. Now before I can do any kind of work on it, it's got to pass a test, and it's probably the most important test. This is a new segment I like to call, What Does My Wife Think? Allie here has always been a major supporter of what I do, even though most of the time it doesn't make sense. She never questions the garbage I bring home, but this time I might be pushing my luck. Can you open your eyes?
Yeah, that is beautiful. You know, I love it. I really love it.
You really like it?
Yeah, it's really nice. I really love it.
You can be honest.
Yeah, it could be worse.
It could be. You can open the door?
I'm kind of scared.
Just pull it.
Oh no, this is not a good start.
Check out that interior.
Oh man, this is bougie.
See, look at the trunk. Read that, what's on the trunk there. What does that say?
You can't, you can't polish a turd.
Do you like the trunk? I think that's my favorite part.
We should put this on a shirt.
You think-
That is great. I've seen better, but I've also seen worse.
Would you say this is the worst car I've ever bought?
It's up there.
You think so?
Yeah. But that's okay.
You really like it, huh?
Yep. Oh, wow. Yeah.
This is your seat. This is where you would sit.
Thank you.
You want to take
That
it
looks really comfy.
You want to sit in the seat?
I don't think I do.
It's actually kind of gross. I don't know if I want to sit in there, to be honest with you.
Not tonight. Maybe a different day.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're honest. What is your honest opinion on this car? Straight up honesty. If this car was not mine and you saw this in the road, what would you think?
Who would buy that? I mean, really.
You got to come in here and you got to flip a switch. That's your ignition, and then that's your fuel pump.
Okay. Very nice.
Doesn't it? And then there's a button on the dash that you got to push to start it.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Oh yeah. Love it. That was.
Did that make it better?
Yeah, that helped a little. It scared me for a second.
Car is jacked up. We got to get this gas tank out of here. I genuinely believe that's the original one. And look, it's leaking pretty bad around that sending unit. Let's go ahead and drop this one out. Well, that bolt is actually finger tight, so that's good. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh, Bubba. Oh, it fell out. Ah. No, 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 no. I only got it on half of me. I was instructed by my producer to go ahead and change clothes and to not enter the house smelling like varnish. So I went ahead and got some clean clothes put on and threw away that disgusting old gas tank. I do not like the smell of old gas. So we're gonna fix that. Got a brand new one right here. New sending unit, let's pop it in. And new tank in. If only I could just replace the rest of the car that easy. Got a spark plug out right here and it's wet. I mean, it's completely black and they look actually like they were brand new. Yep, terrible, like varnish. This carburetor, every time you try to start it, you gotta hit the float, make sure that it actually unsticks the needle and seat or it won't get any fuel. I think this brand new carburetor and these brand new spark plugs are done. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take this one off and change it out with this. Got the good old-fashioned quick fuel Slayer here, vacuum secondaries, adjustable secondaries, electric choke, 600 CFM, and it's a bad boy. So we're gonna take this old one off, pop this one on and see how she runs. We're at Holly Mo Party. We made it with the Cuda. It's here and it kind of runs. Now in the last part of this video, we got the gas tank in. I have taken a shower since then, so I don't smell like varnish anymore. We got spark plugs in here, but as we were working, I realized that the fuel pressure regulator actually leaks on this bad boy. So what I've done is I asked the kind folks at Holly to help me out, and they gave me this new one. So we're gonna try and change this out because we've got to do a burnout tonight. We've got to make sure this thing doesn't actually catch on fire whenever we don't want it to. You know, there's controlled burns, but this one is not one of those cases. Yeah, it's a good little car, believe it or not. I know it's ugly, but it is a decent car. It runs and drives, technically.
You don't ever know what's still out there, do you?
You don't, you really don't. It's kind of nice, you can just like work on your car and watch Hellcat Chargers and Challengers drift over there. How cool is that? At this point in the video, I may have gotten distracted.
Whoa! Oh, God.
Now we can go back and work on the car. Here's the old regulator. You guys use your smell-o-vision and smell that, because that smells terrible. Yeah, I think this is probably gummed up pretty badly. So we'll take all these fittings off and reuse them and put this new regulator on. Well, I need to keep that on there, don't I? Hold on, I have an idea.
We're good now.
I've made a mistake. I've made a severe mistake. That's bad. I don't think this
Put
is
more than you think. Yeah, just all of it.
All of it.
Oh, that went in the hole. Smell like glue?
I just sniff glue. Kids at home, please don't sniff glue. That's dumb. I needed help from Mike at Old Car Channel because he's Canadian and he knows more than I do, obviously.
That's not the case.
He's got everything under control.
That's also not the case.
Well,
No.
I mean, he drove a Mopar in here. Right?
Yeah, it's
Is it also
2015 Dodge, Mustang, Challenger, Hellcat.
Quality content right here. This is all that we do. Only quality content.
I think the carburetor, the pressure regulator, the big block and the 4-speed is probably worth more than the whole car.
It honestly might be. So that goes in.
That's a fuel line.
This goes, yeah, it's half-inch.
Holy.
Like, what in the world were they thinking? So that was like this, right? And it was.
Adjuster. Yeah. That's out. That's going to the car.
And I need to get this plug out of the other regulator and plug it. So this is a great idea. All for the means of trying to blow it up. This is the nicest part on this car currently.
Are you updated on your tetanus shot?
I hope so. Actually, I have no idea if I am or not. That might be a problem. I think I put the thingy on upside down. Uh-oh.
Why did it just go soft?
The self-tapper gave up.
Right. I thought I got a left and a right. It turned out.
It didn't land.
I knocked the plug wire off. I probably should honestly check the firing order. I didn't do anything to this thing. That might be a good idea, you think?
Nah. It's a lot of work.
It's too much. All right, so we gotta let this dry, and then we gotta check the float level and the mix screws because the float level's through the roof, but it's good enough for right now. All right, and done. So right now you can't actually even see out of the windshield that great. Problem is that if I get out there and start doing a burnout and lights are in the windshield here, it gets bad. So what we're gonna do, what'd you guys say?
What?
Are we allowed to talk now?
You can talk now.
Okay.
We're just stealing this guy's windshield.
We're gonna get the windshield out. This is for extra airflow in here too, for sure.
Yeah.
So Bryce is gonna unbolt all these. The windshield's actually just self-tap in here, so it's pretty, it's safe, right? This is safe.
I love the haze that you got going on there.
Yeah, it's great, especially at night. You know? Bryce got to see that firsthand where you can't see anything.
I don't see anything.
Just please don't break it.
We don't want
Or actually do break it. Can you break it for me?
Don't. Yes, I will break it upon request.
Let's see that.
it's broke.
The wipers. Wiper no wiping.
They have ceased to wipe. Where's your meat, dude?
I left it. I left it at home. No meat meeps
What
here.
kind of a mechanic are you, dude? Like, you didn't bring.
Oh, did you? Oh, like an impact?
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. If that's what you want to call it.
Because I have one of those, but I don't have a meat.
No. I need like a small, like 1/4-inch meat. Because like, this is fun and all, but
You don't like working in the sun with a
it's not my
ratchet?
Have you seen my neck, dude?
It's bad. Whoa! Tan line.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, once you get this out, you should take it over to the swap meet.
Take it this way. Yeah, brand new Lexan windshield for a Cuda. Yeah, it's perfect.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Came out of a 383 4-speed car, so it's worth something.
Exactly. $500. All original.
I think you'd
Arizona
have
car.
to pay someone $500 to take it.
Pay $600 and you'll include the self-tappers.
That's right. Installation kit included. You know what else is hot? My neck and my forehead.
Yeah, but is your neck like bad like mine? Oh, jeez.
Is it
Mine's on another level?
Yours is pretty rough.
I wish I could see it.
all of these won't come out of the windshield, but they've come out of the... Oh!
Oh, there you go.
I don't know where they do it, where they meet.
Snack, couple in the pocket.
Oh, I need that not to fall out in the middle of the track.
That's how you beat the competition. It's like a James Bond car.
You know what I need to do? Everybody gets excited if you pop a tire when you do a burnout. I just need to pull it like a self-tapper out and
Just throw all the self-tappers.
it's like, oh, he blew the tires! Whoa! I'll put it under here. That car's not moving. There we go. All right. Windshield's off. Let me take it for a test drive. Oh! I can see.
Hey, that's much better.
Look at that. This is perfect. I can see you guys now.
Yeah, we'll have to throw like dirt.
Yeah. This is like, whoa! This is like watching HD TV. You guys are like a screen. HD TV.
What we got here?
I'm filming in Blu-ray.
Oh, this is a test and tune run card from the strip at Las Vegas.
This was a piece of paper.
That's pretty rad.
Huh. Did it say what time it ran?
Build sheet, man. Build sheet.
Was that the build sheet? Oh.
Yeah, that's another one.
It's got-
HC, Racers, Jeep, Off-Road, I don't know. Like just disintegrated.
It's got 14.5 written on the
Yeah,
side.
you might
of
want
this.
to take like
No, this is to protect me. This is
what if
fire
it, like,
resistant.
comes up and
Oh, that's a good point.
blocks your vision.
What if it comes up? You mean when it does?
Fire resistant.
Oh no!
Oh, that's rough.
You want to get the cleaner?
Should I? Wow. I probably should have just.
Black Magic overalls.
Why don't we just self-tap it in? Hello. How are you? Perfect. Now I just got to put a seat in it, and I'm done.
Yeah, it's much nicer now that you can actually see
Yeah,
it in your
you can see
windshield,
how
buddy.
bad it really is.
This thing's in brake shape. All
Yeah.
you do is pop a little screw off here and there, and it's good.
Yeah, perfect.
Looks like it sat in a river for like 40 years.
You know what? I think it did. Now that you mention it,
You
it might
don't
have.
say.
It might have. Now, since I had to remove the windshield to see, I was no longer eligible to do any drag racing. On top of that, I had to let all this goop on these fittings with the fuel lines actually dry, so we had some time to kill. First, I decided let's go ahead and put some seats in the car.
Be gentle now, don't damage it.
What do you think about that? It's a good seat, ain't it? Take it for a test drive here. Oh, yeah, that's much more comfortable. Right up in the steering wheel. Let me see. Oh, that's it. There we go. Much better. That's still a problem though. After the seats were done, I really wanted to go down the drag strip. So what other vehicle to do it in than my Challenger? I've got to do a couple things though, and I've got Seth here to help me. So Seth, what are we gonna do? We got to put some decals on the door, you said?
Yep.
Yep. Where are we at? All right, what do you think? Number 52 is a good number, right? Where do you think it should go?
Right there.
Right about there. I like it. There you go. Put her on there. Oh, let's go ahead and do it.
Pulling the paint off.
That's all right. It don't have much to give, does it? That's perfect.
Maybe I can get the other side. It's not the best.
Hey, you know what? As long as it's on there, it don't matter, does it? I don't know, this dent in the door might be a little tough, you think?
Yeah.
What do you think? Go up there?
Head a little bit farther.
That's good. We accentuate the dents, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's way better.
Yeah, look at that. You know what you're doing, don't you?
Yep.
All right, what else we got to do?
I think that's it.
That's it? We got to go get teched, right?
Yep.
So now we got to go get a tech inspection. I got to clean the car out because all my candy that I ate on the way up here probably doesn't need to be in the car when I'm trying to drag race. Awesome, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The Challenger was super consistent at 13.4, even though I was blowing through the clutch every single pass. When I did my final pass for the day, third gear sounded like neutral. The clutch is cooked. I think we could get 12 seconds out of this car. What do you think? Should we throw a better clutch in the Challenger and see what we can do? Let me know in the comments below. Now that I have another broken car, let's see about getting this Cuda in running condition.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead, fire it up, Bryce. Sounds much happier. We got to set the floats and we got to make sure that the mix screws are pretty right, as well as check the timing because this thing is way off.
Lower it down, you think?
Hey, kill the fuel pump. Second switch from the left. It dropped a little bit, didn't it? You can kind of... Whoop. We lost fuel pressure. There it went.
Actually, it might be all right.
Okay.
Turn it back on. Let's see if it stays in there.
Go, turn it back on, yeah. Which I'm afraid our setting's gonna get messed up if we turn the pump on, you know? Turn it on and off. That sounds good, doesn't it? Are you doing that? Oh. Okay.
Let me just drop it down.
That's weird. I think it's broken. You're revving up my fuel pump, man?
Just turn it down.
Okay. Try it again. Oh, is the fan on? That doesn't sound too healthy, does it?
Yeah, but let's turn the fuel pump on, let's fill it up. So.
Okay, try now. Start it up, run it for a minute.
Put the fuel pump on.
Whoop. Kill it. Too high. Too high. The 383 sounds much happier, but I have yet to drive it anywhere besides on and off a trailer. Let's see if it can actually do a burnout. We're gonna go back to the back lot where nobody can see us. Sounds good to me. Uh-oh, what's on? Is it bad?
Yeah, the welds are 10 out of 10.
Oh, on the exhaust?
On the boom tube, too.
Yeah. I don't know how much gas I have in here, so if Cable's nice enough to loan me some.
Would you like assistance?
Yes, please. I need more than I really should ask for. It's gonna be.
It's gonna make a mess either way.
Now, of course, I wanted the crowd to know how I felt about Mo Party with the help of a paint marker. I want this thing to look pretty decent, and I figured Poppy's Patina can make that happen with their white line clear coat. Let's just see how it looks. Oh yeah. By the way, this is not the right way to do this, but it works. The car seems like it's running better. I think that we're gonna be okay, but we still have a lot of time to kill. The burnout competition is the last thing for that day, and I had to wait a long time. So to tell you I was nervous is an understatement. But to make it a little bit better, I did get to see the General Lee jump. Now it's time for the big moment. The burnout competition is started. Everybody's going out there with like Hellcats and Hemis and big blocks, and they're really roasting the tires down and making some awesome stuff. So it comes down to my turn, and well, you'll just see what happens.
Dude, you know how much we love you, at Bang Shift, right? So those people that don't know Bang Shift, I run bangshift.com, and we run Dylan's videos all the time, and we have like a great time with his stuff. And dude, the 58 is rad over here in front of the Holly Trent, like bitchin' car, love it. This thing is a pile, okay? And it has Chevrolet Custom Deluxe badges on the front of it. It has a flipper latch to hold the door closed. That's safety third, people. Oh my God. That thing is uglier than sin dipped in misery. Got a face only a mother could love. Looks like it caught on fire and they put it out with a rake. I know, I'm full of them, let me tell you. All right. Morris, we got one more after this. Stationary burnout was doing it better. Oh, there we go. Come on. Oh, there's parts falling off. There's parts falling off. The 383 don't sound happy. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I know it wasn't as fun as we wanted it to be, but it was, after all, pulled out of a wash.
Yeah, the burnout didn't go as planned. It didn't really wow anybody, but hey, at least it survived and didn't fall apart. What I think happened was that the fuel pump was the only thing that didn't get replaced, and I think that all that varnish from the fuel tank just ruined it, because we replaced everything else. We replaced the regulator, the carburetor, spark plugs, the fuel filter, the gas tank itself, but I did not replace the pump. And you could hear it making some pretty nasty noises before we even went out there, so I think that was our weak link. Plus, whenever I start spinning around, we're sloshing fuel, it just couldn't pick up enough RPM to actually spin the tires. And they told me before I went out there, they said you cannot sit in one spot and burn the tires down because it will ruin the track. It'll put a rut in it. So I could do it for a couple seconds to get the tires hot, but as soon as I left that burnout, it just fell on its face. So what I think we need to do to make up for such a junk burnout is go do another one for a redemption round. Let's go. Well, that was a little bit more spectacular. At least it made some more smoke than it did at the Burnout competition, but it still runs like hot garbage. So I'd like to finish this car and make it a little bit better and improve on it as we go. Now, if you want to see more content on this car, leave a like and leave a comment on what you'd want to see, as well as give a name for it, because I think dumpster fire is a little bit demeaning. So I think we can come up with something a little bit nicer. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, my family, my wife. Thank you, Bryce Cold, Old Car Channel, Cam Racing, for all their help on getting this car where it needed to be and making it actually show up at the show. So it was really fun. Mo Party's a great event. I'll be at Ford Fest in a couple weeks, so make sure you're there for that too. And on top of that, this car is what it is. And I love that about it. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I did making it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.